But Gragtanira sprang forward, crying, "Dragon, wear your back! To me! Bingtown, to me!" And then the fool charged the Chalcedeans, leading no more than a bloodied handful of his householders in an attack to defend the dragon. Swift as a striking serpent, the dragon turned to confront her attackers. She bellowed her fury and beat her great wings, heedless that she sent several of her defenders rolling. She sprang toward the Chalcedeans, her jaws gaping wide. She breathed on them. No more than that could Rain see, and yet the results were horrifying. The hardened warriors recoiled from her, shrieking like children. In an instant every face ran blood. A moment later, clothing and leather armor fell in tatters from their red streaming bodies. Some tried to run, but got no more than a few steps before they stumbled. Some of the bodies fell in pieces as they collapsed. Those farthest away from the dragon managed a staggering retreat before they collapsed screaming on the ground. Even the screams did not last long. The silence that followed their fading gurgles was deafening. Grag and his men halted where they stood, fearing to approach the bloody bodies. Rain felt his guts heave. The Chalcedeans were enemies, lower than dogs and deserving of no mercy, but to see any creature die as those men had died was wrenching. Even now the bodies continued to degrade, losing shape as they deliquesced. A head rolled free of its spine, settling on its side as flesh flowed from the collapsing skull. Tintaglia swiveled her great head back to stare at him. Her eyes spun. Was she amused at his horror? An instant ago he had told her that he no longer valued his life. That had not changed, but he also knew that any other death was preferable to the one he had just witnessed. He braced himself, determined to die silently. Where Gragtanira found his courage, Rain could not say. He strode boldly between the Rainwilder and the dragon. He lifted his sword high, and Tintaglia bridled in affront. Then the Bingtown trader bowed low and set the blade at her feet. "I will serve you," he offered Tintaglia. "Only free our harbour of these vermin, and I will set myself to any task you propose." He glanced about.